Listen closely, Aquarius. Something rare is aligning for you on December 1st. A divine portal is not a metaphor this time. It's an energetic opening, an opportunity that arrives to change the way you think, feel, and move through your life. Today's message cuts through the noise. A breakthrough you've been waiting for is finally at the threshold. If you want to ride this wave, take a deep breath, stay present, and let this prophecy guide you to the choices that matter most. Before we dive in, if this resonates, please like, subscribe, and comment. I'm open Aquarius right now. Tell me where you feel stuck and what you're ready to receive. Your comment isn't just a sentence. It helps shape the reading and invites community energy to your side. This script will walk you through the cosmic weather, the inner changes to expect, practical rituals for December 1st, how to recognize the portal's signs, and the concrete choices that convert possibility into reality. No fluff, only focused, potent guidance so you can step through that portal with clarity and power. Ready? Keep your heart open and your mind alert. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. A divine portal is an intensified moment in time where the energetic conditions favor a shift. For Aquarius, that shift is not vague. It's highly personal and deeply practical. Aquarians are ruled by Uranus, the planet of sudden insight, innovation, and liberation. When a portal like this opens, it amplifies Uranian themes, sudden clarity, technological or intellectual breakthroughs, and freeing yourself from patterns that limit your originality. On December 1st, the portal's job is to align what you think with what you do. It's an invitation to integrate radical ideas into daily life, not to merely dream, but to act. So what does that mean for you? First, expect heightened intuition paired with clear, actionable ideas. You won't just feel inspired, you'll see the first steps mapped out in your mind. That's the portal nudging you toward practical transformation. Second, this portal is about relationship to work and service. Aquarians often hold big visions for groups or communities. Now you're being given a pathway to take a specific role within that vision. It might feel like the universe handing you a small, tangible lever to move something big. Third, the portal exposes outdated systems in your life, habits, beliefs, even people who keep you small. That exposure isn't to punish you, it's to illuminate where your next move must be. Expect truth-telling, sometimes gently, sometimes sharply, and treat it as valuable data. Finally, the portal supports alignment between inner freedom and outer responsibility. Your breakthrough will likely come when you honor both. Keep your ideals, but make them useful. Prepare to take the first concrete steps toward what you've only imagined up until now. Understanding the cosmic weather helps you surf the portal instead of being swept away. For Aquarius, the days leading into December first carry a mix of liberation energy and clarity. Uranian flashes of insight meet stabilizing forces that encourage you to structure the new ideas. In plain terms, don't expect chaos without support. Expect shock with scaffolding. The sky rewards bold thought that's accompanied by disciplined follow-through. Emotionally, you may feel a quickening, restlessness that's actually a spiritual alarm. When restless energy peaks, channel it into a small but significant project. This is not the time for sprawling plans that never leave the notebook. Instead, use the portal energy to prototype, test, iterate, and adjust. You'll find that the universe favors your experiments now. Financially and materially, the weather supports opportunities that come through networks and technology. An unexpected message, an email, or a social connection may unlock a new resource. don't ignore practical prompts. An offhand text could be your opening. On the psychological level, old fears might surface. That's normal. The portal stirs up what needs to be healed. The key here is curiosity. Ask, what would freedom require me to do? Rather than, can I do this? Ask questions that expand possibilities and reduce self-judgment. Spiritually, there's an invitation to release the script of how things must be done. December 1st wants your authentic method. Your work is to notice, choose deliberately, and commit to small, irreversible actions. Those actions compound faster now. Remember, the cosmic weather gives you a nudge. Your choices follow through. Portals don't always come with fanfare. For Aquarius, signs are often subtle, intellectual nudges, synchronistic events, and internal clarity that feels like a download. One clear sign is recurring ideas that no longer feel theoretical. If a thought keeps appearing with growing urgency and real-world applications, the portal is knocking. Another sign is synchronistic contacts, people showing up repeatedly, opportunities appearing out of seemingly nowhere, or a stream of compatible coincidences. Pay attention to small doors opening where previously there were walls. Physically, your energy might shift. You could experience a burst of focus, shorter sleep with vivid dreams, or sudden bursts of mental clarity in the early morning or late evening. These are your brain rewiring for the portal's frequencies. Emotionally, you might feel a bittersweet mix. Excitement paired with a strange grief for what's ending. That grief is proof the portal is purging old attachments to make space for what's coming. Listen to your body as a barometer. Heart palpitations or a lightness in the chest when thinking of a new direction indicate resonance. Also, watch your digital life. An impromptu message, a useful contact request, or an unexpected job invite through social platforms can signal the portal. Practical signs include sudden opportunities that require you to say yes quickly, a contract, an audition, a presentation slot. If fear arises, it's not a reason to retreat. It's a sign you're at the brink. When you notice these signs, journal them immediately. Record the idea, the contact, the feeling. These logs become a map. The portal's opening is cumulative. Small signals add up into a clear path. The more accurately you notice and respond, the more the portal's momentum aligns in your favor. Keep your awareness sharp. The universe will not always present such a concentrated window. Portals benefit those who prepare internally. For Aquarians, inner work is both an intellectual process and a heart practice. Start by clarifying intention. What exactly are you seeking? Make the intention specific and testable. Instead of, I want success, try, I want a collaborative project launching in 90 days that funds my work. This specificity attracts the portal's practical energy. Next, do a rapid belief audit. Identify 1 or 2 beliefs that sabotage action. Maybe, I must be perfect, or I'll be rejected. Use simple, tangible techniques to shift these beliefs, naming them, providing counter-evidence, and practicing a daily micro-habit that contradicts them. Grounding is essential. Aquarians can float in ideas. Now you must root them. Daily grounding can be as simple as 10 minutes of breathwork, a walk with focused attention, or creating a physical checklist that converts your vision into realistic steps. Structure the day with short sprints, 25 minutes of high-focus work on the idea, followed by a brief pause. This discipline turns inspiration into deliverables. Emotional integration matters. The portal will push up unresolved feelings, disappointment, overwhelm, abandonment, because these are the blocks to authentic freedom. Allow yourself to feel without fixating. Use a journaling practice that asks, what would freedom require me to forgive? And what practical step could I take today that honors my higher self? Finally, cultivate radical kindness toward yourself. Breakthroughs often come after rough terrain. Treat mistakes as data, not disasters. The more compassionate you are, the faster you will step through. Rituals anchor intention in the body and the world. They don't need to be mystical or elaborate. They need to be deliberate. On December 1st, start with a short morning ritual. Cleanse your space, open a window, tidy a corner, light a candle if that feels right, and set one clear intention out loud. State it like this: today I open to the portal. I will act when opportunity appears. Keep it simple and repeatable. Next, create a signaling practice. Aquarians respond well to prompts that trigger action. Place a visual cue where you will see it. A sticky note with a single action word: build, send, share. And let that cue remind you to take one small step every hour toward your intention. Another technique is the 15-minute launch. Whenever an idea arrives that feels relevant, spend exactly 15 focused minutes on it. This halts procrastination and tests viability quickly. Use a micro-commitment ritual for decisions. If an opportunity asks for a yes or no, use the 2-minute rule. If you can make a decision in 2 minutes, decide immediately. This prevents opportunities from cooling into doubt. For emotional clearing, use a short breath release ritual. Inhale for 4 counts, hold 2, exhale for 6, and imagine releasing 1 fear with each breath. Create an accountability anchor. Tell one trusted person your single specific goal for the day and ask them to check in at the day's end. Public accountability multiplies motivation. Finally, end the day with a gratitude ritual focused on outcomes, not just feelings. Name 3 concrete things that moved: an email sent, a conversation started, a resistance noticed. Rituals like these translate the portal's energy into momentum. A portal gives seeds. Decisions turn seeds into trees. For Aquarius, the key decisions are about trade-offs, choosing focus over diffusion, choosing commitment over curiosity alone, and choosing collaboration over isolation when appropriate. The first decision point is where you place your attention. When multiple options arise, use criteria that matter. Which choice aligns with your long-term contribution? Which one has a clear next step that you can complete within 48 hours? Prioritize options with immediate testable outcomes. The second decision is resource allocation. Breakthroughs require some resource, time, money, or network energy. Decide what you are willing to allocate now and protect it. If you commit 2 hours daily to prototype work, protect that block like a sacred appointment. The third decision involves vulnerability. Be willing to ask for help. For an Aquarius, asking can feel counterintuitive, but the portal favors networked action. Choose one person to invite into your project and make a small ask they can say yes to. Another decision is to embrace imperfect action. Waiting for the perfect plan kills portals. Choose the imperfect version that moves you forward. Test, iterate, and improve. Also decide to create a clear endpoint for experiments. Set a 30-day test window with measurable indicators, engagement numbers, small revenue targets, or prototype feedback. If the test shows promise, scale. If not, pivot. Finally, decide to honor rest. Breakthroughs require stamina, not sprint-only energy. Schedule restorative practices and guard them. The disciplined choices you make in this portal, focused attention, resource protection, vulnerability, imperfect action, and rest, are the differentiators between a fleeting idea and a life-changing breakthrough. Aquarius thrives in networks. This portal will likely materialize through relationships, colleagues, online communities, or unexpected allies. Pay attention to who responds differently to you after December 1st. Some people will step forward and mirror your expanded vision. Others will show discomfort and distance. Both reactions are useful data. Those who step forward are potential collaborators. Those who step away reveal the parts of your life that must evolve. Be intentional about outreach. Send 3 thoughtful messages to people who can help move a project forward. Don't craft long essays. Instead, offer a clear ask and a short context. I'm launching X. Would you be open to a 15-minute brainstorm? Aquarians often underestimate the power of concise, clear communication. The portal rewards directness. Community feedback will be especially potent right now. Host a small informal session, a 30-minute live, a group call, or a targeted poll to test an idea. Use the responses to refine the concept. Network strategically. Prioritize nodes that amplify your capacity rather than dilute it. Recognize that some relationships will shift from casual to committed, and others will gracefully exit. Both are part of the energetic reconfiguration. Also, watch for mentorship inversions. You may find yourself both receiving guidance from unexpected sources and being asked to lead. Accept both roles. Lead with humility and curiosity. Receive with discernment. The portal encourages reciprocity. Give what you can, ask for what you need, and stay open to serendipity. Your network isn't just a tool, it's the living field where the portal's promise takes shape. Breakthroughs rarely look like fireworks. More often, they look like a steady, irreversible shift in trajectory. For Aquarius, your breakthrough might manifest as a clear project brief, a funded prototype, a first committed collaborator, or a sudden clarity about a career pivot. Expect it to manifest as something you can point to, a deliverable, a signed agreement, or a public launch date. That tangibility is the portal's gift. Once the breakthrough starts, immediate next steps matter. First, document everything. Capture the idea, agreements, and next actions in a central place. Second, convert momentum into structure. Create a simple 90-day plan with weekly priorities. Third, communicate the change to your network. Share the small wins publicly, not for vanity, but to reinforce the new reality and invite support. Sustainability is the real test. Keep iterating, gather feedback, refine your offering, and resist the urge to over-optimize early. Use the breakthrough to build a feedback loop. Launch small, learn fast, adjust quickly. Financially, protect a reserve. Allocate a portion of any early earnings into a buffer that supports continued experimentation. Finally, cultivate gratitude and humility. Recognize the mix of forces that contributed, your readiness, the people who helped, and the timing. Celebrate in a way that honors the work. Share a note with collaborators, take a small ceremony, or pause to mark the shift. The portal opened because you were ready to do both inner and outer work. After December 1st, your job is steady stewardship, tending what's born from that portal with consistent, aligned action. Aquarius, you just received a clear roadmap. The portal on December 1st is real, and it's offering you a tangible doorway to the next level of your life. Remember, this is not a one-time magic trick. It's an opportunity that rewards prepared, intentional action. Like any powerful opening, it asks 2 things of you: clarity and courage. Be clear about what you want, courageous enough to act before you feel ready, and compassionate enough with yourself to treat mistakes as information. If you felt this reading land, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'm open, Aquarius, with one action you'll take on December 1st. Share your experience. It matters to others in our community who are stepping through their own portals. I'll be watching the energy and bringing more focused guidance to help you translate these openings into ongoing change. Stay alert, keep your rituals simple, and trust that the universe is conspiring in ways you can now intentionally participate in. Your breakthrough is not a distant dream. It's beginning now.